Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I talk about curly hair, motherhood, and realistic routines. Today, I want to talk about something I briefly mentioned in my henna wash day video, hard water, and how it's been affecting my hair since moving to Texas. If you live in places like Texas, Arizona, Nevada, parts of California, or the Midwest, this video will probably hit home because hard water is extremely common in those areas. I touched on some of the initial steps I took, like using a hard water shampoo and installing a shower filter, but I wanted to go deeper because if you're dealing with hard water, surface level fixes usually aren't enough. Hard water contains high levels of minerals like calcium and magnesium, and those minerals don't rinse out easily. They actually bind to their hair shaft. So instead of moisture getting in, your hair starts feeling coated, dull, dry, and harder to manage, especially if you wear wash and goes like I do. When I lived in New York, I could get away with a very lazy routine. I barely refresh, I tie my hair up often, and my curls were still fine. My way of refreshing was honestly just pinning my hair up in the shower and letting the mist hit it, similar to using a steamer and a spray bottle. And then I would apply a little bit of product after my shower and be on my way. The mistake I made was continuing that habit after moving here. And over time, the dryness got worse and worse. Basically, my hair was being exposed to hard water even when I wasn't washing it. So I tried washing less. I went from twice a week to once a week, and I tried using heavier conditioners, but none of that fixed the root issue, which was the mineral buildup. So I stopped trying to fight hard water with random products, and I started using things that actually are meant to deal with it. I also had to accept that environmental changes absolutely affect your routine. Motherhood made my hair take a backseat for a while. I did a big shop last year and assumed shorter hair will be easier, but it actually requires more intention. My hair was growing faster, which was surprising, and the hard water made it clear that I needed a new normal. So one of the things I reintroduced recently was pre-pooing. I used a simple mix of aloe and a few drops of jojoba oil, and on weeks when my hair feels extra dry, I add a small amount of apple cider vinegar. This helps soften the hair and makes it harder for minerals to stick. I also save this as a quick Pinterest pin, so it's easy to come back to. I also rotate in a hard water shampoo instead of constantly clarifying. Clarifying shampoos remove product buildup, not mineral buildup, and that difference matters. Instead of clarifying on a strict schedule, I assess my hair and clarify only when needed. And since I wash once a week, I always deep condition on every wash day so that I can replace the moisture that the hard water is stripping from my hair. I do use a shower filter, but I want to be clear. Most shower filters don't soften the water. They help with chlorine and irritation, but they don't remove all the minerals. My mistake was thinking the filter alone would fix the issue. Hard water requires compound changes, not a single solution. So on non-wash days, I now always cover my hair in the shower. I don't use a traditional shower cap because they tend to get moldy. For refreshing, I only use distilled water or half aloe vera, half distilled water mixed in a spray bottle. And I no longer use tap water on my hair between washes. So basically, I've shifted to treating hard water as an ongoing factor, not a one-time problem. So if you're dealing with hard water issues, I put together a hard water hair rescue guide, and it breaks down routines, product types, and habit changes that actually help. I'll link it below if you want something more structured. So these changes didn't stop with my hair. I also adjusted my toddler's bath routine because he had mild eczema. So I installed a separate filter on the bathtub faucet. The same with my kitchen was another big one. The hard water affects your cookware as well, and even how your food tastes. So instead of buying bottled water, every other week, I now use a refillable jug with a dispenser, not just for drinking, it's also good for cooking. So if your curls suddenly feel dry, stiff, or uncooperative after you move somewhere, or even after you've changed water types, it might not be your technique. It might be the water that that's in the environment you live in. Let me know in the comments if you would like a part 2 where I talk about how to manage hard water in other areas of your home as a renter without breaking the bank. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next one.